This is week 1 of the Inkay Games, a content creator event where we play funky themed formats every week. This week we could only play with blue, purple, and green mons. I brought a Protosynthesis core with support Whimsicott as the enabler. Whimsicott ran Heat Rock Sunny Day and Tailwind to keep my mons fast and strong. It ran Helping Hand and Taunt to support whoever else it sits with as mix-up options. It has no damaging moves, but should enable its partner to do some damage. I brought 3 Protosynthesis mons to pair with Whimsicott, a Scalding Walking Wake, running Hydro Steam and Flamethrower, plus a White Herb Draco Meteor for a flex option, a Clear Amulet Roaring Moon to be a flexible coverage mon, and a Choice Scarf Great Tusk to surprise the competition and thwack speedy mons who wouldn't expect it. To round out the team, I have a physically defensive Gyarados running Thunder Wave and Taunt to bait in attacks in the endgame, and Waterfall to chase flinches. I also ran a speedy anti-Terra Dragapult, Terra Blast to deal with Terra options I don't have coverage for, and Stellar Boosting Dragon Darts to do a ridiculous amount of damage once is a really powerful surprise move that can catch people off guard. With my team set, I faced Big Kyle. Kyle brought what looked like a support core, Whimsicott as well, plus Indeedee, Glamora, and Politoed. Caesar and Basculegion seem to be the hard hitters. Whimsicott plus Walking Wake jumps out to be as no-brainer to start with. Walking Wake can leash out a Rain or Sun Boost with Hydro Steam and do a number to whoever it hits. Whimsicott enables Walking Wake basically no matter what opener he brings. He sends out Whimsicott and Glamora, which immediately makes me think he's going to start setting up on me. Tailwind or Rock Polish. We're going to see a nasty opener. But Glamora hits a turn 1 Spiky Shield, which completely stonewalls my attempt at OHKOing it with a Sun Boosted Hydro Steam. Whimsicott sends out a Moonblast, which does a lot of damage to Walking Wake. I used Helping Hand to boost my Walking Wake, but as Whimsicott ran heavy speed investment and outsped taking down Walking Wake. Whimsicott OHKOs my Great Tusk, and this game is a complete wash. I did learn for sure that Indeedee runs Follow Me, which is nice, but obvious. I also learned that Whimsicott Moonblast deals like 75% or more to Dragapult. Speed and special attack investment are likely, which means that Whimsicott probably doesn't have a lot of defense investment. 0-1. Second verse, same as the first, a Walking Wake and Whimsicott opener. I swap out Dragonpult for Roaring Moon, thinking it has stronger tools to deal with Indeedee than Dragapult. The opening pairs are identical to the last game, but this time, we see Glamora Terra Grass right away. I protected on turn 1, expecting a Meteor Beam or something of that ilk from Glamora. Right I was, as the move goes straight into my Protect, and the enemy Whimsicott is taunted. At this point I know Walking Wake can tank a Moonblast, so I can get a lot of damage in. I Terra Fire to resist it further, pop a Tailwind, and whip a Flamethrower into a Spiky Shield. Right now we have Terras on the field and unavailable Protects to work with. I predict to switch or double Protect, and instead pivot my anticipation towards the enemy Whimsicott. Glamora does switch, rewarding me with a powerful attack. The enemy Whimsicott's Moonblast is a bit less than half to my Whimsicott, and Flamethrower reveals the enemy Whimsicott has a Focus Sash, which makes it very tough to take down in this 1+ support team structure I'm working with right now. At this point, both Whimsicotts get swapped out for their Glamora and my Roaring Moon. I protected Walking Wake, anticipating a possible attack to hedge my bets, but a fruitless Follow Me comes out instead. With my double Protosynthesis boosted mons up, I OHKO both of his mons, leaving just their Sneasler and a low HP Whimsicott. The double protect to get a read of whatever moves I'm looking into, but Walking Wake barely survives a Caesar close combat, and subsequently the game then goes my way the next turn. 1-1. For game 3, I realized Great Tusk doesn't really do very much if they keep Terra Grass and Glamora, so I swap it out for Dragapult instead. My opener is the same as the last 2 games, but they open with Glamora and Indeedee. Second terrain off the bat shuts off my taunt, so I instead play for maximum opening damage. I figure Indeedee will just go Follow Me, or Glamora will use Spiky Shield, so I just focus Indeedee anyways. Indeedee does pop Follow Me, and I get a Sunny Day off. Walking Wake hits a devastating Draco Meteor, bringing Indeedee down to 25% HP. Glamora in return OHKOs my Whimsicott, but it gives me a free offensive switch into Roaring Moon. With both mons boosted, I throw an attack towards each mon, knowing that any move that lands will OHKO. Glamora Spiky Shields, but Indeedee goes down. Whimsicott comes out and immediately clicks Tailwind. Meteor Beam OHKOs my Roaring Moon, but Walking Wake breaks Whimsicott's Focus Sash in response. With the big nuke move down, their team is vulnerable to my Wake Dragapult combo, killing 2 in one blow. Glamora Terras, and Whimsicott tries to Encore. Unfortunately, the Psychic Terrain is still up, so Walking Wake is safe. Sludge Bomb Glamora barely doesn't kill Walking Wake, and Dragapult U-turns to take down Whimsicott. I intentionally wanted to keep the moveset Dragapult had a secret, so he couldn't play around it with Terra shenanigans, but with Glamora and Terra right now, that doesn't really matter much anymore. Walking Wake Hydro Steam crits, and does a little bit over 50% to Glamora. Sneasler poses an immediate threat as it comes out. I predict attack into Walking Wake, so I protect so Dragapult can kill Glamora. Terra Stellar comes out. This provides a one-time boost to my stab moves, and a Terra Blast that crushes Terra mons, but Their Dire Claw goes straight into the Protect, and Glamora's Earth Power doesn't deal enough damage to kill Dragapult, which means the Stellar Stab boosted Dragon Darts kill Glamora, and the second hit deals 80% to Sneasler. At this point, I have to gamble Sneasler doesn't have any spread moves, and it doesn't. Dragapult takes down Sneasler, and I squeeze through an unlikely victory 2-1. Very fun match, incredibly close at the end. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week in the Inkay games.